It is that time again where we go over the 53-man roster prediction after game 2 preseason. Just like we did last week, we're going to bring in Pride of Detroit's 53-man roster prediction. I got a little surprise for y'all when we get to a certain point. And yes, I did miss the linebacker position. That's on me. I must have scrolled right past it. And that, no doubt, is on me. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Quarterback, Jared Goff, Teddy Bridgewater, we keep 2. We cut Nate, the trash man, Sudfeld, and Adrian Martinez. I am 100% in agreement with this. I do believe that we could put Martinez on the practice squad, but it came out that the Detroit Lions plan to activate Hendon Hooker before the season is over. So that caught me by surprise because I thought he was not going to be activated. I thought they were going to kind of redshirt him. Running backs, we keep 4. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jason Kabinda, and Craig Reynolds, with Jamar Jefferson, Devin Ozigbo, and Benny Snell not making the team. Mohammed was waived, and he probably will come back within the injury settlement, and we go through that with Jamar Jefferson being out. Okay, so a lot of y'all love Jason Kabinda, and Jason Kabinda is a special teamer. Will he make the team? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't see a place for him here, but I'm not the coach of the football team. Jamar Jefferson is a special teams guy, so I could see Jamar staying over the Jason Kabinda. Wide receivers, we keep 6. St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, Marvin Jones, Dylan Drummond, and Antoine Green, with Chase Cota, Trinity Benson, Maurice Alexander, Avery Davis, and Jason Moore being cut. I'm going to say that it really depends on the last preseason game. I have seen Chase Cota doing kickoff returns. I have not seen Antoine Green doing kickoff returns. I do agree with Trinity Benson, Maurice Alexander, Avery Davis, and Jason Moore not making the team. Don't forget about the practice squad as well. And if Chase Cota does not make the 53-man roster, he will be put on the practice squad. Think of Chase Cota as the new Tom Kennedy. I know some of y'all don't like that, but that is a compliment. Okay, so chill out. However, I think I'm going to put Chase Cota over Antoine Green. It all really depends on this last. So what? Listen, Chase Cota was undrafted. Antoine Green was drafted in the 7th round. James Houston was drafted in the 6th round and went on the practice squad. So him being drafted does not give him any stock, in my opinion, over an undrafted person. I think that Chase Cota makes the team as of right now over Antoine Green. And then, of course, we have Jamison Williams being suspended. But we have heard rumors kind of about maybe another wide receiver coming in. Just like y'all feel about me and James Houston, that's how I feel with y'all and a receiver. Dan Campbell has made it clear that they're looking for a receiver. I don't think that Jason Moore is that guy. Tight end, Brock Wright, Sam Laporta, and James Mitchell. There's nothing that's going to change about that. Offensive line, I don't think any changes here either. Taylor Deckard, Jonah Jackson, Ragnow, Vaitai, Sewell, Glasgow, Sorsdahl, and Jermaine Ifedi, with Matt Nelson making the cut as well. With all those other guys getting cut. Listen, if you played on Saturday and you were part of that offensive line, then you need to be cut because the offensive line was terrible. All right, let's move on to the interior defensive line. We keep 5. McNeil, Buggs, Martin, Onwuzurike, and Benito Jones, with Covington, Smith, and Durden being cut. I could see that as well. Moving on to the edge. I am looking. I have not seen linebacker yet, so I'm keeping my eyes trained. So when I see linebacker, the edge would be Aiden Hutchinson, Charles Harris, John Kaminsky, Josh Pascal, James Houston, and Romeo Okwara, with Julian being the odd man out. It was, to me, going to come down between. Now listen. Remember, I said this in my video. Okay, y'all need to take your foot off the gas. I said James Houston would have a hard time making the team, and he would make it over Julian. Okay, and my take is my take, and it's different from some of you guys' take, and that's what makes this fun. We don't feel the same. We don't think the same. I like James Houston. I really do. I would take him over Julian. Okay, all I was saying was that if the talent was there, he would get put on the practice squad. And as far as him being scooped up, he can be protected. Okay, linebacker. Here it is. 5. Alex Anzalone, Jack Campbell, Malcolm Rodriguez, Derek Barnes, and Jalen Reeves-Maven on the roster with Pittman and Nowosiki being cut. I agree with that. Pittman is good on special teams, but that's about, he was out there making some plays, but yeah, that's all you can really say is yeah. Cornerback, let's go here. We got Cam Sutton, Jerry Jacobs, Brian Branch, Will Harris, Starling Thomas V, Chase Lucas, Stephen Gilmore, with Dorsey and Richardson being cut. That seems about right. So we have both Stephen Gilmore and Starling Thomas making the roster. Somebody actually in the comment section of my other video said that he could see them both making the team, and I agree with that as well. Moving on to safety, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Kirby Joseph, Tracy Walker, with Melifonwu, Smith, Breeze, Joseph, and Scott Nelson, which is the guy we just picked up yesterday, literally not being on the team. I agree. And Ife Melifonwu will be the first Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell draft pick who does not make the team. If he misses the practice squad, he will be the first one not making the team. And then special teams, Jack Fox, Scott Daly, Riley Patterson, with Parker Romo not making the cut. I see Parker Romo going on the practice squad. That's what I see. So again, we can have 16 people on the practice squad. You have the 53-man roster, okay? 37 will be cut a week from tomorrow by 4 o'clock. And then 16 will be put back on the practice squad, which means that 21 of the players that are on the team now will not be on the Detroit Lions, either the 53 or the practice squad roster. So again, this time only thing I could see really is Jason Kabinda. I mean, we're probably going to keep Jason Kabinda, but I myself don't really care for Kabinda. That's just me. Again, I'm just a dude sitting in his basement talking about his favorite team, but mostly everything. Oh, and the Chase Cota. This is all dependent. This is after preseason game 2, but it really is going to come down to, as it has for previous years, pretty much the last 2 years, that last game, who shows out more? If Cota shows out more, I would be surprised if he doesn't make the 53. I think whoever doesn't make the 53 between him, Drummond, and Green will go on the practice squad. So those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Again, this is coming from Pride of Detroit, so I would love to hear your thoughts also. In the description, don't forget about the live stream watch party. I'm probably going to mention it once a day. They updated me with the ticket sales today, and they're going pretty well. So you can either look in the description or scan this QR code here. If you got a big TV, like I got a really, really big TV, and I use my phone, and I scanned it from my phone, and it picked it up. I was also at the Lions Stadium, and they had a QR code on the screen, and if using your phone, it was so big that you could use it then. So get your tickets while you still can. And as always, go Lions.